Good evening, everybody. So, Tashina Gonzalez, I am back here to give you part two of how to travel internationally. So, some tips that I read online of how to make sure you still stay healthy and well while traveling internationally, things to keep in mind to keep your energy levels up, things of that nature. And so, if you are tuning in with me live, let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're watching the replay, then hit replay and tell me where you're tuning in from. So, yesterday I talked about the things that you need to keep in mind before travel and on the plane and when you get there. And so, today I'm talking about some of the things that, again, I'll be traveling internationally, so I'm going to remember all of this. And then some of the things that is sharing here ties into some of the things that I got in my health and wellness box to remind me. So pace yourself. This is something that you guys probably know that I'm not very good at. But when I get to Croatia, I plan to go to the spa there at the hotel. And then the next day I go to visit a farm where a couple of the essential oils are made there in Croatia. And then the next day I have an excursion. And then after that, I'll go to the Kingdom Hall there, the place of worship that I go to there. And I don't have anything planned that day, so I'll get to rest before I travel over to the Netherlands. And then the Netherlands, that Monday, I don't have anything planned. And then Tuesday, we have something going on, we rest. And then I think Thursday, we have something going on. And then we'll have the International Religious Assembly that we'll be at. So I should have plenty to do and plenty to pace myself and make sure I get some rest in there. So that'll be good. Stretch it out. So make sure, this is something that I have to do on a daily basis anyways, having had a couple of accidents and just having some type of tension sometimes either in my knee or my neck or my back. I do usually, before I get out of bed, do certain stretches. So if you don't have the habit of doing that, make sure that when you travel that you try to stretch it out every morning for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Breathe. So traveling can be stressful, especially if you get in a situation where you feel a little bit lost or confused. So make sure that you practice doing some breathing exercises on a regular basis. It can help you relax and counter the stress of traveling. Walk everywhere. So you want to make sure that you're getting in a sufficient amount of exercise that helps keep your energy levels up. So if at the hotel that you're staying at, you do have a gym, then you're going to want to make sure that you take some time to get up and exercise every day. And then you're going to walk as much as possible to get some additional exercise in. Eat breakfast. So this is not the time to skip breakfast, because when you're traveling internationally, a lot of times you may get in a situation where you can't eat when you're supposed to. So this is not the time to skip breakfast. Make sure that you have a big, great, healthy breakfast. Eat the way that you should. And then I know when I go to a hotel, if they got maybe some fruit or some yogurt, I'm going to grab some with me just to take it with me to make sure that, if you get in a situation where you're not going to eat at the right time, you make sure you have some snacks with you. Also, if you have the opportunity, check out your local grocery store. Make sure you have some way to have snacks. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. So important when you're traveling to make sure that you drink enough water. And even though sometimes it's not convenient to find public restrooms, drinking enough water is so, so important. So you want to be drinking even more water when you're traveling, especially if you are traveling internationally. Cut down on alcohol and sweet drinks. So a lot of times, like when I go to Mexico, because it would be on GM's dime, I would have a glass of wine with dinner. But I know, like when I went to Alaska, knowing that I was going through a time change and that there would be a whole bunch of things going on, I made sure I didn't drink any alcohol for like the first few days, because I wanted to make sure that my body was not going to be sluggish. I was not going to have any issues whatsoever. I don't drink any pop or juice normally. So hey, Veronica, yeah, traveling is the best. I love traveling too. But I got to get all my tips in my head for traveling internationally. So, sweet drinks. I made sure I didn't have any, right? Had a lot of tea, had a lot of water. We'll continue to do that when I travel. And if you have some here and there, just moderation again. So when I go there, won't have any alcohol in the beginning, maybe a glass of wine with dinner. And then eat plenty of vegetables, eat plenty of fruit, eat as balanced as possible, eat as good as possible. You know, I'm going to be in Europe. I'm not, but they're probably going to have like some amazing pastries and bread, which I don't usually eat a lot of. But I'm going to make sure that I eat as healthy as possible. Make sure that you're cutting down on meat. Try to get ready-made salads, things of that nature. If you have the opportunity, if you're in a hotel where you can make your own meals, make your own meals to make sure that they're local and healthy. Use wet naps and hand sanitizers. So if you guys follow me, you know that I have a video on the truth about hand sanitizers. So make sure you're getting the right hand sanitizers, not hand sanitizers that are going to be toxic to your health, but having hand sanitizers on you is super important. This particular article, it said practice the harahachibu, which is a saying in Japanese. It talks about make sure when you eat, you only get 80% full, right? And then I try to do that all the time. Definitely. And then take your vitamins. And this is sometimes where I can like be a little bit lax because I take so many vitamins and supplements because you guys know I have a high strung life. And so I take a lot of stuff for my energy. And then I also have a lot of allergies and I have to supplement for those allergies. So I actually did make sure that I got like tons of little vitamin pill boxes and pills and stuff like that. So I can make sure that I take all my vitamins because it's so crucial to my energy levels. And again, you know, you're going to probably spurge a little bit. And so having a multivitamin is super important to supplement your meals. I didn't mention investing in a water purifier, but yeah, having good quality water obviously is super important. And then the last tip that I had here was protecting your skin. So I am going to be, I'm going on 2 vacations. I'm going to be in Salt Lake City. It's going to be 99 degrees most days there. So I'll be in a lot of sun. And then when I go to Croatia, I know that I'm going to the Blue Lagoon that they have there. So I will be in a beach setting. So it's really important to protect your skin. And once again, I do on my YouTube channel have information on the dangers in sunscreen. So super important to watch that and make sure that you don't have any toxins in your sunscreen as well. Best way to make sure that you don't have toxins when it comes to stuff like hand sanitizers and lotions and sunscreen is to go to the environmentalworkinggroup.org. You can drop what you're using in there and it will tell you the toxicity level. So those are the tips that I had for everyone. And with that, I am going to share what I got in my health and wellness box because a lot of it has to do with this. So I was running low on the most amazing multivitamin in the world, Master Formula. It has a micronized nutrient capsule, phytocaplet. It's got minerals. It's got vitamins. It's just totally amazing. And of course, it's enhanced with essential oils, which makes it more bioavailable in your body. I have, I think, a couple videos on my morning routine where I go over this. And so if you need more specific information about that, you can check out that video on my YouTube channel. I also got our Ninja Essential Rewards. So antioxidants, getting the toxins out of your body is super important. So I have the 4 bottles, plus I have the 30 pack of these. So I will be packing these up for my next 2 trips, making sure that my body is full of antioxidants so it can get rid of some of the toxins that may be in my body. And then I also got, I used to have hormone issues in the past, if you guys know my story. And recently I've had 0 hormone issues. Like, it sneaks up on me. It's amazing what you can do when you get the toxins out of your body. And this past week, I was a little bit off. And so I know that my endocrine system needs a little bit more love. So I got Endogize for the next time around to make sure that my endocrine system, I was high stressed as well. And that's very, like, I had to take a couple of tests. I was catching up on a lot of stuff. So that probably had a lot to do with it. but I just want to make sure that I'm feeding my system everything that it needs. And then Thyromin, when your thyroid is a little bit stressed, this is another amazing supplement that will help with that. And again, my stress levels has been a little bit higher than normal this past couple of weeks. So I put those on my monthly health and wellness box. Those are not something that I usually take on a normal basis, but when my body is telling me that it needs that. And then because I always maximize my health and wellness box, I got tons of cute freebies and wonderful things. So Lavender Vitality. Love my Lavender Vitality. I throw a drop of that in my nighttime tea very frequently just for an additional relaxation boost. Lemon Vitality. I use Lemon Vitality every single morning in my amazing detox drink with apple cider vinegar and organic honey and cinnamon and Thieves Vitality. Amazing for your immune system and your gut and making sure that you stay above the wellness line every single day of the year. And then Peppermint. Peppermint is just super amazing to roll on the back of your neck this time. Relaxing, refreshing, cooling sensation. Valor Roll-On. This is one that's really supporting for really relaxing when you roll it on your back or even the bottom of your feet. And Seedlings baby wipes. I actually use these as hand wipes very frequently because they're economical. And so we talked about how we need to have some healthy, safe hand wipes. And those are all the things that I got for free. I don't think that the glass, there's a nice little like mason jar glass that I also got for free, but I think it's back ordered and it didn't come. So those are the things that I got on my health and wellness box. In addition to that, I redeemed my Essential Rewards points. So I got an additional like $375 worth of things for free. So I'm gonna run through those super quick for you guys. So I just threw it on the ground, but Comfort Tone. So when traveling, I will have this. This is super supporting for scrubbing your intestines and your system. So again, out of town, not necessarily eating the way that you need to, you need a lot of gut support. Mineral Essence is something that I take on a regular basis. I was out of that. I won't take that out of town with me because it goes in the fridge, but I need my Mineral Essence all the time. I have a video on the importance of minerals if you need some information on that. Cool Azul Pain Relief Cream. So we are going to be walking a lot in the next 3 weeks. So having that. I'm also doing a 5K without training, which I love to torture myself like that. Yeah, so I'm going to need my Cool Azul Pain Relief Cream. Life 9 probiotics. Everybody needs probiotics. Everyone needs probiotics. Gut health is super important to your health. So I needed some more Life 9 probiotics. Super B. This is part of my superpowers. I have to have this. I was actually out of those. Multivitamin Super B complex. And MuPro. MuPro I will be taking with me. I will start taking it right now and take it out of town. It is super good for your immune system, as well as it has 4.2 milligrams of melatonin. So it will help me sleep when I'm out of town. Sensation Massage Oil. I use the massage oils on my body and I was out of that. So I needed some of that to go out of town, and Sensation Body Lotion. And so that's $300 worth of stuff that, Inner Defense. Inner Defense is also one that, so actually I showed you Inner Defense earlier, but I called it Life 9. That was Life 9. So Inner Defense is another one that I do not take on a regular basis, but when I am traveling, it is an additional support to my immune system. So these are the things that I got for free. So I got like $180 worth of free stuff for maximizing my order. And then I got another $300 for redeeming my points, which was super cool. So these are all the things that I'm going to need as far as my supplements and my toxic-free skincare and everything that I'm going to need to support myself when I go out of town. So those are my health and wellness items. If you have any questions, as usual, please drop them below. Ask me any questions for any details. Most of the things I probably have a detailed video on, so I can give you some additional information via that way. And if you are traveling international, if you have any additional tips, like Veronica threw in another additional tips, please feel free to share those as well. And if you think that there's someone that can benefit from these tips, please share the video with them. As usual, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Have an amazing evening. I'm off to pack for my first trip, as well as try to get some of my gifts together for my second trip. So I'll be up for the next few hours. You guys have an amazing evening. Bye.